Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, or do all of the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram. RugerRose23 is the place to be. All right. So I was about to come here and make a whole different video from what I'm doing now, because I was just gonna sit here and talk about how Gunther won the Intercontinental Championship last night, because that's a big deal, and how he got new music with it too. He's got new music. I hate you, WWE, sometimes. But instead, I wanna talk about what I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and that is the Roman Reigns situation. And it needs to be talked about, because this is a big deal. And I guess I want to talk about it more now, because apparently, due to what happened last night, Riddle versus Sami Zayn, Riddle beat Zayn, and now Riddle will get a title shot, a shot at the undisputed title next week, which means Roman Reigns will be on TV for the first time in weeks, and he will be in action for the first time since WrestleMania, and will be defending that title for the first time since WrestleMania. But the reason why I feel like I'm not hyped about that is because this can literally have happened at Money in the Bank. And that's the other thing, because Roman Reigns was pulled from Money in the Bank. Why? I don't know. I really have no idea. So instead, the match that has been rumored for I don't know how long is now gonna be on a random SmackDown, which is kind of stupid. Like, I'm being honest, that's kind of stupid, and that sucks for Riddle. Riddle should have his big moment. Granted, he ain't gonna win the title, but I mean, you should have it on a pay-per-view. But it's like, I don't know, like, this Roman situation is weird, because he wins the Undisputed Championship. You know, they put both titles together, right? And everybody's happy. Everybody's been clamoring for a minute. Oh, we should have one world title. You know, everybody been clamoring for it. Look what happens when y'all get what y'all want. Look what happens. We don't even we barely see this man on TV now. Now, granted, it's been said that he's going to take time off. We understand that. Also, was said that he was gonna he's gonna now endure a part-time schedule, which means we're not gonna see him as much. Okay. Problem with that is, this is coming from the same man that got mad so many times at Brock Lesnar for the schedule that now he literally is Brock Lesnar in the flesh. And that's crazy to think about. But Hollywood's calling him. Hollywood is calling him. They called The Rock pretty much almost in the same age that Reigns is in now. So what can you say? But this actually bodes the problem for WWE, because they have nothing after Roman. That's the problem. Like, they literally had somewhat of a solution when Cody Rhodes fell into their lap at WrestleMania. Like, they had a perfect solution. Like, okay, if Roman leaves, then we can fall back on Cody. Cool, right? Cody can be a big star, this, that, and third. So when it's time for him to go after the title, he can do it, he'll get it, and then boom, right? Like, simple as that. You know, solution, somewhat of a solution resolved, right? Then Cody gets hurt. And we learned on SmackDown that he's going to be out for up to 9 months. So we're talking March. He may come back in March. So he may come back for WrestleMania. He might not even make it in the Rumble. He might. Depends. Because, look, I mean, if you're being honest, if Bayley, let's be honest here, Bayley been out for a year now. Bayley been out for a whole year, my guy. And she was supposed to be out for at least 9 herself. She's been out for a year. Yeah, it's been a year since she's really been out. So I don't even know what's going on with that situation. But now Cody going to be out for almost March. So now you don't really have anything if Roman continues this part-time schedule. So now it's, what do you do? What's going to happen? Which makes it, which is so crazy, because now the WrestleMania match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar literally was damn near a match between two part-timers. Two part-timers. Meaning whoever got the title, we will never see again. We will not see for a long time. Roman has not defended that championship in 70 plus days. 70 plus days, bro. It used to be a time where if you can't defend a championship in a 30-day span, you get vacated. Is it a 30-day span? It was a 30-day span or a 60-day span. If you couldn't defend your championship within that time, it has to get vacated. The funny thing is, Roman can defend his championship, but it's just like he's got other things. He got other priorities. We can't knock a man for having priorities. But WWE didn't have a plan B. That's the problem. Because the thing is this. You give Roman the ultimate prize. The undisputed Universal Championship, right? He's got both titles on his shoulder. He's untouchable, right? He's been untouchable for a year and a half, and he's now literally in God mode, right? As he says, he's in God mode. The problem is, if you knew this information of he wanted to take time off and he was going to endure a part-time schedule, and we were never really going to see him, you kind of had to take the title. You kind of have to take the title off him now. You kind of have to. Because it's bad enough. It's one thing for Roman to be gone. It's another for the world, for your world title to not be on TV. Because then what the hell are you watching? Like, let's not forget those times where Brock Lesnar was champion. And we never really ever saw that world title on TV. Oh, but we can tell Vince McMahon that. Vince McMahon would really sit here and say, oh, Brock Lesnar's an attraction. You know, he's once in a lifetime. If he's scheduled to be on TV, ticket prices will go through the roof. Okay, fine. But he doesn't need the championship to be seen. Brock Lesnar don't need the title to be validated. The man is who he is. And honestly, I can say Roman is the same way, but with his character, it's like, can we say his character needs the world title? I mean, you call yourself the tribal chief, the head of the table. It kind of means you need a world title to validate that name, in a sense, right? Like, I don't think you say that, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? You have nothing to show for it. So Roman's character, the head of the table, kind of needs his championship because he's been champion his whole entire character run. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, you don't really know how it can be without the title. Now you're going to have to figure that out. Because you pulled them out of Money in the Bank. It could have been. It was supposed to be Roman versus Riddle at Money in the Bank. You pulled him out of Money in the Bank. I don't know why. Okay. He's gonna have to be at SummerSlam. So that's July 30th. That's a whole month. Supposed to be Roman versus Randy. Okay. All right. That gives Randy enough time to come back. Hopefully. Hopefully he's good to go. Boom. Right? And then, I think in a month's time, because you got Clash at the Castle, and that's supposed to be, that's September, right? September-ish? Yeah. Okay, so then you got another month. Drew McIntyre is supposed to get his shot. So we'll see if he'll get his shot. And then from there, Drew's supposed to win. The problem is, does he win both titles or does he win just one? Are we separating the championships at a point? Are we separating them again? If we're separating them again, cool. But if Roman is beating Randy at SummerSlam, that means Roman is carrying both titles to Clash at the Castle. And does Drew McIntyre become the man? That's the thing. See, right now, I think Drew lost all that lust. Like all of what he had before when he was WWE champion to be the number one babyface. I think he don't have that no more. He is one of the top babyfaces, but he's not the babyface. Not like he was in 2020, where when Roman was out, Drew McIntyre was carrying that damn company, bro. He was holding it down. As WWE champion, Drew was doing everything, bro. It sucks that it was in a pandemic and he couldn't show his full potential. But based on how he wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad WWE champion. I think he was doing his damnness, and I believe he was the best babyface in the game at that time. But Drew right now is not what he was in 2020. Nowhere near. So that's the thing. If the undisputed Universal Championship is on the line against Drew, and if Drew wins, can we make him the man? Like, it's one thing to be world champion. It's another to be the man, the guy for the company. That I don't know. So if you are separating the championships, and if Drew McIntyre wins the Universal Championship, or one of the titles, well, it would technically be Drew's on SmackDown, so he would technically win the Universal Championship. Roman would still be WWE Champion. Right? He would still be WWE Champion. Who does he lose that to? You get what I'm saying? Like, you see where I'm going with this. So right there, it's like, I don't know. But this whole Roman situation is very, very frustrating. It's weird. It's weird. It's like that's all I gotta say. It's weird. It's weird. It's frustrating, and it's something that I don't know how it's gonna get solved in the right way. So, at best, only thing I really can say is, hope we find something. Because don't get me wrong, Roman is still going to be the number one guy when he comes back. Like, when he comes back fully, he's going to be that guy. He's going to be the number one man. He's going to be that man. He's going to be him. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're looking at a Brock Lesnar 2.0 here. Wholeheartedly, a Brock Lesnar 2.0. Nothing else you can really say. Because it's WWE's fault for not being able to understand what's going on and acting on it. Because I get a feeling Roman said this a long time ago. I felt like he told Vince, and Vince just really looked at him like he was, like he just didn't get it. Like he didn't understand. Like, huh? Like, what? You taking time off? What? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hopefully we find them. Hopefully we find something, and we just go. Yeah. That's all I got. We'll find out next week if the championship match actually does happen. And that's it. But until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support as always. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in the future. Well, I know Forbidden Door is on the 26th, so we'll figure out who's going to be the interim AEW World Champion. That same week will actually be Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank will be at Saturday. So I'll make a prediction video then, and then, you know, when pay-per-view happens, we'll do that. I don't think anything else is happening in the next couple weeks. So, yeah, just gotta wait on 2 weeks from now. That's about it. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.